We are learning Golang. So in this Golang for Kids playlist, today we'll learn array, and then we'll see few example for the array. So before that, we also let's see about the light ID installation. So last time in the last video I showed you, I also found another brew command. Using the brew command you can also install this light ID. Let's see that. So install light ID in Mac using in brew. So this is the brew command, and you can install the light ID, but I have already installed the light ID. Let me remove this light ID and I can install once again using this brew command. So brew uninstall light IDE. So due to the spelling, maybe let me see what's here we are using. It's the same light ID. Let me try again. But okay, it's saying permission denied, but I think uninstall light ID. That's sudo work. Let me try. Running homebrew as a root is extremely dangerous, no longer supported as memory. Anyway, so in your case, like if you want to install this, then you can run this command here, like brew install cask light ID. You just copy here and paste it here. So like in a minute, it will install the light ID. But the problem is when you open the light ID using this command and a space bar. So if you type light ID, then it may not open. Sometime like it's open here, but sometime in your case it may not open, and like it will show the error like it's downloaded from some third party, so the Mac cannot open. So in that case, like if you see that message, then what you can do, before opening like before pressing command and the spacebar and typing light ID, you can open one screen here. Like you can go to this and you can go to the system setting, and then in a system setting there is a privacy and security. So you can come here, privacy and security. Yes, yeah, let me check. It's yeah, here. So you come to this place and then you open that, like then it will pop up some message here like, do you want to open third party that software, and then you can allow from here. So security setting, yeah. So that's the one thing just I wanted to show, and in that way you can successfully open in this light ID. So once you have like set it from here, like allow opening third party applications, then next time it will not ask. Okay, so that's good. So we have the file here, and now you know how to run. We can go to the terminal, and from the terminal you can run run and main.go. Hello. Okay, so today we are going to learn the array. So what is the array? We try to understand. You can find the definition in the internet also. What is the array? I'll just try to make you understand with the example. Like let's say I want to create one variable. So you know how to create one variable. like I can say, okay, var a. So this is the one variable I created. Var type is int. So I created one variable. I can store some value here. In the similar way, I can someone say, okay, create a two variable, because program needs two variables. Then I can do the int like this. If someone can say create 1,000 variables, then we'll think, okay, how will create the 1,000 variables, type one by one, and the solution is the array. So if you say the array, if in an array you can say, you can specify I want 1,000 variables. So the array is the contiguous memory block in a RAM. So those kind of definition you'll find, but the easy definition is, like, easy way to understand is, you want more variables, you can create in a one sort. So that's more variables of the similar type, not a different type. So either you can have the variables of int, variables of float, or variables of string. So, like, that's the array of a string, we can say, array of int, we can say. So let me create a array here. So the way I can create is, like, let's say I can say a colon, and then I can say, okay, what is the size of the array. So let's say I want to create the 5 variables, and then int, and done. So this is the array, and it can hold the 5 variables. I want to put some value. I want to initialize these variables. Then I can initialize, like, a0 is equal to, let's say, 10, a1 is equal to 20, a2 is equal to 30, a3 40, or a4 is equal to 50. I cannot give 5 because the size is 5 and starting from the 0. So 1 2 3 4 5. So that's a size, and we store different values in the array, on the different the block of the array. Now I want to display these values. So let's run a for loop, and using the for loop you can display this value, or you can do the other operation. I'm using here for loop, and then for I'm saying I is equal to 0, then I less than 5, because this length is 5. So I can say, like, less than 5, or I can say length of a. So length of a, if I say length of a, then the length of a is 5, and then I plus plus. So we learned, in a previous video we learned the for loop. So this is the initialization block, this is the condition block, and I plus plus. And now I'm going to print fmt println a, and then I can say I. So if I do this, I value is 0, so it will print ai. So a0 has a 10, so it will print 10. And then you check the condition, I less than length is, I value is 0, and the 0 is of course less than 5. Then it comes here and print, and then go to the I plus plus. Now I becomes 1, and then again check 1 less than 5 is true, and then it will come to this, the body of the for loop, and it will print all this value. So let's save it. Control is go run main.go 10 20 30 40 50. Okay, so we learned array, and we also displayed the values. So this is the way of creating arrays, but you want to initialize this array while creating this array. You can do that. So instead of writing or initializing this array value here, what you can do here itself, you can say, okay, 10 20 30 40 and 50. So this is the way of creating array, and also initializing array. So in this case also, we also created the variable of array and initialize. Now we want to print. Let's save it and run it. Go run, go. Good. So the size is 5. If you give the 60, then that's an error. Let's run this. Oh, we didn't save, so let's save this and then again run. Index 5 is out of bounds. Yeah, so we can save only 5. There is a so instead of specifying the size of the array here, you can also put the 3 dot here. So the 3 dot will say that, okay, it will count the number here and it will make that number the size of this array. So in this time, it's a 6, so size is 6. So let's save it and run it. Yeah, that's good. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this is also another way of creating and initializing array. So that's good. We initialize this array. Now we want to, let's modify the code a little bit. I want to see the sum of the contents of this array. So how can I do? I know I'm printing here. So before that, I can create a variable. Let's say sum is equal to 0, and then I want to add all this number. Then sum equal to sum plus ai. I can do the ai. So ai is a zeros. So a0 means this 10, and 10 plus 0 10. We can store that in a sum, and then it get another value, add that, another value, add that, and in this way we'll get the sum and the print the sum. Sum is equal to println, or you can use the printf. I can go to the next line. I can give access specifier, that is %d for integer, and then I can print the sum. Save it, Control S, and then run. Say sum is 210. After that, I want one new line so that I can see the value clearly. Save it again, run it. Yeah, so I can say sum is equal to 210. So this is a very basic of the array. And yeah, so in the same way, like if you, this is the single dimensional array, and if you want to create the multi-dimensional array, you can do that also. Like let's say delete this and create the a, and I want to create the multi-dimensional array. So let's say I want to say 3 and 3, size 3 3, and int. So in this way I need the, so I have the 3 row here. So 3 row comma 3 row, and I can have the value, like let's say 1 comma 2 comma 3. The value is the 4 5 6 and 7 comma 8 comma 9. So this is a multi-dimensional array where we have the 3 row, and in a 3 row, and we have the 3 columns. So that's why I have given this 3. So first this indicates 3 row and this indicates 3 column. If I want to display this using the for loop, I need 2 for loop here to display this value. So the for loop, first for loop is always for the row. So I can say I is equal to 0 and I less than length of a. So when I say the length of a, it will give me this count of row. So count of row. So that's why length of a, or you can say length less than equal to 3. So let me give like 3 and I plus plus. So I know this for loop I is equal to 0 1 2. So this for loop goes each line, each row here, first time here and third time here. But what we want to do, when this for loop comes to this row, I want to display one like each item of that row, like 1 2 3. So let me, like, I can say for j equal to 0 and j less than 3, j plus plus. So this for loop for this each row. So when I go to the each row, now I want to display each item. So for that, like, let's say fmt println, I can say, yeah. So, and also we see, like, when we go to the first row, like, let's print one line here, fmt println. So println, so it will just introduce a new line. And then here you can do the print and then print the value, like, let's say ai, or you can say printf %d and one space ai. So what it does, it goes to each line, and then for the each line the internal for loop will run. So for each line this for loop run, and for second line again this for loop run, for third line again this for loop run. And when this for loop run, will print this one value. So how we can print aij, we can say, like, ai for the row, first row, and then j. So the j will be 0. So if I say the aij, then we will print 1, 0 0, because this is at 0 0 position and this is at 0 1 position. So for the first row, this I will be 0 and j will be keep changing from 0 1 2. Go to the second row and the I will 1, and then j will start from 0. So 0 1 2, then it will print 4 5 6. Go to the third row, I value will be 2, and that will fix, and then j starts from 0, then 0 1 2, and then that's why it will print this 7 8 9. Let's see, let's run this. We didn't save it and run it. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is a multi-dimensional array. So today we learned about the array. We'll see the other things in the next video. Thank you.